little fun fact about myself is that I'm a really big fan of a few of Blizzard's games, such as the StarCraft series, despite barely playing the second game and never playing the first, Diablo, but I only played the third game, but I do play the second game's remake, and the third is Warzone. Just kidding, I hate it since the 2 times I tried it, it broke my computer. Sure, it could be because I'm still on Windows 7, but I don't like change and I'm scared of losing all my shit, and fuck you. But for real, the third is what probably most people who think of Blizzard Entertainment wouldn't think of, Heroes of the Storm. A multiplayer online battle arena that contains over 80 characters from all of Blizzard's main character universes. I've been playing the game even before Johanna was added, who was the first added character after the full release of the game, though with some couple of months to a year breaks in between from back then to now. In simpler terms, you would think I'll be an expert at this game, but I still do dumb shit like trying to save an ally despite they will clearly die no matter what and I just feed myself to the enemy team. If you take a look at my main profile I used to play the game, you would see that Abathur is my most played and highest leveled character. By this logic, you would think that he is my favorite hero, right? No. I mean, he's fun to play, but definitely not my favorite. I'd rather play Zagara, and she's only fun in certain game scenarios for me. So how is he my highest level character if I don't like playing him that much? I don't know. It's the same reason why I once found out that Sergeant Hammer is level 15 after a break despite my hatred for playing her. Onto the main topic of this video, I decided to play as Abathur for an entire month. Why did I do this? Because I hate myself, duh. And also, I have no motivation to make my normal types of videos because... no. Now I do have my own Blizzard account and I thought what a better way to start using it than playing only Abathur for 31 days. Does this count as smurfing? Well, yes, but I honestly just want to see how far in level I got and how many games I got with Abathur during this without doing math, because I'm too lazy to do about 31 days worth of math of EXP. Spoiler, I did do the math. If I do get reported for smurfing and my account does get suspended or even banned, I will fully accept it, but I will feel bad and cry because they can't stop me from doing that. Now let's talk about the character in-game. There are 6 main character types: ranged and melee assassins, tanks, bruisers, healers, and supports. Abathur is one of the 4 characters that is a support hero. Support heroes do what they are named: support. In Abathur's case, the way he supports is by battleground/map manipulation. If you'd like to know more information about other characters or aspects of the game, check out Fandom's Heroes of the Storm page. It's where I got all my information from. Abathur's main strengths comes from his main Q ability, where he can soak multiple lanes without moving to them. He's an excellent pair with auto-attack heavy characters like the Butcher, Vala, and Illidan to name a few. He can be anywhere on the map as long as he has vision of it with his Z/mount ability, Deep Tunnel. And lastly, he can give the ally team vision of enemies and delay their travel speed with his W ability Toxic Nests. However, he does have some weaknesses. He can be pretty weak early game, he has the lowest amount of base health out of every hero in the entire game, it can be very easy kill if found, and requires multitasking and map awareness to play. To me, the weaknesses are not that bad. I've been playing him since 2014, and of course I won't have the same opinions as someone else. But that is enough of that, let's get into his abilities. Abathur has 3 main abilities. His Q Symbiote is W Toxic Nests, and his ultimate ability R, which could be Ultimate Evolution or Evolve Monstrosity. His trait Locust Strain, and his mount ability Deep Tunnel. These all probably sound pretty confusing and overwhelming, but do not worry, I'll break this all down to hopefully make this sound easier to understand. Let's start with his trait. What Locust Strain does is that it summons a locust at Abathur's position that will go down the closest lane that it's near. Starts up with 350 health and deals 46 damage in melee range, and they last for 16 seconds. The locust's job is to be a bonus minion since they do an extra 25% damage to structures. Up next is his Q ability Symbiote. It's like a hat that can attack. Gives Abathur 3 new abilities and lets him able to gain EXP from the symbiote's position. Symbiote's Q ability is called Stab, and that's what it does. It's a skill shot that deals 119 spell damage for the first enemy hitbox it hits. Symbiote's W ability is called Spike Burst. It's an area of effect that deals 120 spell damage, and it hits everything that's in its range. Symbiote's last ability, E, is called Carapace, a shield that can protect the symbiote's host for 150 damage and can heal ally heroes for 22 health per second, and it lasts for 6 seconds. Lastly, you can press R to exit the symbiote. Next is his main W ability, Toxic Nests. What it does is that it spawns a mine that takes 5 seconds to activate. Once active, it will deal 153 damage to the first enemy to touch its hitbox and gives the ally team vision of the enemy for the next 4 seconds. These things will last for 90 seconds. Now we got his R abilities, which is known as the ultimate ability. It basically means the strongest ability a hero can have. His first one is called Ultimate Evolution, and what it does is that it clones an ally hero where it can use their abilities, but without any talent upgrades or their ultimate ability. It also has a huge list of other things that it can't do. His second ultimate is called Evolve Monstrosity. When you use it, you can choose to turn an ally minion or your own locust into a monstrosity. It's basically a minion on steroids. You can make itself stronger by being near an enemy minion when the enemy dies. By doing that, it will gain 2% additional health and auto attack damage, stacking up to 40 times. You can also be healed by Symbiote's Carapace Shield, and it has its own deep tunnel on an 80-second cooldown. Probably the best thing about it is that if Abathur uses Symbiote on the monstrosity, he'll be able to control it, but normally it'll just act like a minion. The last thing in this section is his Mount ability. Abathur is one of the few characters that are not able to use a mount, which is an ability that gives you 30% bonus movement speed. Instead, Abathur has Deep Tunnel. It makes Abathur able to go anywhere that the ally team has vision of, but it does come with a 30-second cooldown. In the end, Abathur can be a real advantage to the ally team, but has severe consequences if the Abathur player does not pay attention to the map. In addition, it does not help at all that he is one of the few characters that has their difficulty rated in the game as very hard. As a little disclaimer, I will only be playing in quick matches as the game mode I play the most, and it would be unfair if I played in rank. Let's get into this mess. Day 0. The main reason why I include this is to make sure everything is ready for the challenge. I start off by going through the tutorial, choosing the ranged assassin, since Jaina is the most sexy out of the 3 heroes I could have chosen. Sorry, Muradin. Maybe next time. After seeing a nice little intro of the game, I just realized I can cheese out of it by quitting. That was easy. After doing that again, I was finally on my way to get Abathur. Wait, what? Why is the only character I can use are from the free rotation and Jaina? Where's my gold? My anything? At this point, I realized that either that I cheesed my way of getting any starting bonuses besides Jaina, or by picking new instead of veteran at the starting tutorial choice. I wasn't able to get Abathur without playing any games. This is a big problem. I only have 1 day to get 10,000 gold and that seems impossible. I thought this was the end of the challenge, but then I just remembered about gems. They can get you anything in the game. Heroes, skins, sprays, etc. Only problem is that these cost money and the minimum amount I have to buy to get Abathur is $10 USD. That's fine. You can just put it as a business expense even though I'm not getting anything in return. Maybe you can help out by subscribing and liking the video. YouTube won't stop sending me emails about it, so that could help with me getting my money back. Sorry about that, but back to the topic at hand. After one quick real-life purchase, I was finally able to get my Sluggo boy and was ready to start this, what will probably be an emotional and mentally painful challenge. Day 1. I decided to start the day by changing my skin to something I like and completing my play versus 3 AI games. On beginner because versus AI games suck dick while playing Abathur and I wanted to get them over as fast as possible. Nothing really happened during the first game besides me realizing that I forgot to do a really important and easy keybind for myself, so that was a little inconvenient. But other than that, I just farmed EXP to get to level 10, get Monstrosity and attack with it. Second game was no different except I forgot the keybinding again, but was thankfully able to do it before the game started. However, I did level up Abathur to level 2 and I got my first loot chest. But it did not contain anything Abathur related, so it was shit. Third game was the same as others, but now it's time to get to quick match. Or not. After I completed my quest, I got it again. That's fine, I guess. The more money, the better. The 4th and 5th games were no different from the others. 6th game was the same, but I got a different map, which was nice. I also completed my quest again and I was finally able to play quick match and enable subtitles because I liked them. First duel game went pretty good to say the least. I did try to make a build that helped my team defend against the Butcher, which helped out a little bit. And was somehow able to massacre Lily as Li Ming. Also leveled up Abathur to level 3, which is nice. Did not get anything Abathur related, which is not nice. Last game of the night went pretty smoothly. We were doing a party with my friend and during loading, I was the only player whose level was below 500. Somehow killed a hogger with mines and got MVP. And also got my first Smurf comment. So they went pretty well. Day 2. I got the daily quest, play 3 games as a healer or support hero. That's great for me. Though I wonder how long it'll take for my quest to build up due to none of them being completed from playing only Abathur. First game, and the enemy team had a Murky. Fuck. This is not good. Murky is an amazing solo laner if ignored. Thankfully, my team paid attention to him and were able to win thanks to some minions. Got Abathur to level 4 but still no slug items. This is bullshit. A little fun fact about me is that my least favorite map in the game is Towers of Doom, and luckily for me I got it. In the end, the game wasn't too good. I saw my first argument and had my first death. Nice. On to the next game. And it seems I won the team match making jackpot. Got both an Illidan and Butcher on my team. This is going to be great, right? Well, not as much as I hoped since I had to constantly battle Murky for top lane, so I couldn't really do much besides that. However, it did get better in the end and completed my quest. Day 3. I got the quest play 2 games as a StarCraft hero. Wow, this feels like pretty good luck. Only if I had the slug for my shiny hunting for Reggie Rock. Spoiler alert, I got it. Anyway, on to game 1. Got a Diva and Muradin. That's pretty good. But the enemy team had a lot of heavy hitters, which meant nothing in the end. They mostly ignored me the entire game, but when they didn't, Muradin was able to help out. Thanks, my guy. Got Abathur to level 5, loot chest contained shit. However, once you get a hero to level 5, you get the portrait of them to use. So I technically got one Abathur related item so far. Yay! So I equipped the picture and was ready to start my next game. Game 2, we have a Hogger, nice. And the enemy team had an Asmodan, not nice. I'm going to be honest here, I did not have any confidence that I would be able to outlane him, and I was not able to. But thankfully, some of my teammates were able to scare him away and we were able to win. Day 4. I got the quest Play 3 vs AI games. Apparently, this quest is only for new players, so these will be pretty easy to do. Game 1 through 3 was very easy, and nothing really to talk about besides me almost dying to beginner AI Imperius. Last match was quick match and it went pretty bad, but I got Abathur to level 6. In the loot chest I got a cool Diablo skin, but no Abathur items. Day 5. I got the quest play 3 games as a healer or support hero. To me, this is rather interesting since the quests I've been getting have been able to be played with Abathur. Either this could be really lucky, or I can't qualify for quests like play 2 games as a Diablo hero or play 3 games as a tank/bruiser. If that's the case, then since I got Jaina as a gift, I can also get the Warcraft and Assassin quests. Though that is only 2 quests Abathur cannot do, and since it can't get duplicate quests, I will still have enough room to get an Abathur quest. Now let's get into the games. To top off what was already a shitty day for me, I got a shitty game. Saw my first ever silenced player at 18 games in, and he rage crit after getting killed once. Well, it was going to happen sooner or later, just glad that it's now over. In addition, my sound disappeared after the game, but I was able to fix it after restarting my game and restoring my defaults in the sound category. Next game I saw another silenced player. Not the same player, and thankfully not on my team. Got killed by Medivh, but I was able to outsupport him by a long shot, so take that, you Raven man thing. Day 6. Got the play vs AI quest, though since I didn't complete my last quest yesterday, I decided that I'll start with the quick match game and then do the AI ones. The quick match went pretty well, and big thanks to Rainer who helped me defend against Sylvanas. For versus AI quest, there was nothing really to talk about besides some nice comboing with a Butcher, which was nice. Let's get back into quick match. The next game went pretty badly, and somehow I was able to out-heal/shield a Tyrande, who can be a great healer. Second game was also shit, but I was able to get over 100,000 healing and shielding. Day 7. On the end of the first week. On this day I got the support/heal games quest, so nothing really different at all. First game went pretty well and I got Abathur to level 7 and still no items for him in the chest. Next game was bad. Played with the team who thought that tanking a camp in team fights was better than defending against the boss. Last zone was fine, nothing really to talk about. Day 8, I got the same quest again. Still haven't seen any assassin or WoW quests yet, so maybe it only gives you quests where only heroes that were played at least once can apply. First game went pretty nice, team paying attention to the map, which is always a benefit. Next time I joined a party with a friend and learned that Asmodan and Abathur can take a boss together. Wow. Next, I saw the saddest game for a Butcher and I got Abathur to level 8, but still no items for him in the chest. Even sadder. Last game was just a hard loss. Nothing really to talk about it. Day 9. Got the StarCraft quest, should be pretty easy. First game went nicely, second game went great. Was able to land an amazing hook on the enemy Greymane. Day 10, got the versus AI quest. Was actually hoping for this one since I wanted to start off easy. First game I was listening to music and didn't realize that my sound disappeared. Second time to happen, but thankfully it was an easy fix with just restoring default settings. After the second game, I leveled up Abathur to level 9 and still no items for him in the chest. What trash. Lastly, nothing really to say about the third game since it was just against bots. Day 11. Got the support/heal quest and I'm starting to miss playing other characters. Shitty thing is that I'm not even halfway done with this. Fuck. First game, I had better stats than anyone on my team besides healing. Sad. Second game, I witnessed an ETC wasting his ultimate on an Abathur clone. Third game went pretty well. Team didn't pay attention to the altars a tiny bit, but it worked out in the end, thankfully. Day 12. For the first time, I decided to do a full-on support build since I'm in a party with a Murky and it's a 2-lane map, and we even got a Butcher on our team. But it didn't really mean anything in the end since we got hard lost. In the second game, I encountered my first ever mirror match with another Abathur. Though I was able to out-support and hero damage him. Even though we lost, that felt like a win. Last game was just bad. Nothing else really to say. Day 13, I have the versus AI quest, so I just went and did that. However, just like any other versus AI games, there is nothing to talk about. Day 14, finally turned the mature language filter off. Sorry kids, this is a mature channel for mature people. First game went smoothly and I found out that I love comboing with an Artanis. I also leveled up Abathur to level 10 and I got 2 loot chests, an Abathur one and a normal one. The hero chest will always contain an item that's related to the character. In the Abathur one I got an epic, but it was a Kael'thasad skin. But I did get a neat looking profile picture of the slug, which is nice. And just like usual, the normal loot chest did not contain anything related to Abba. But I'm still happy with the profile picture, so I equipped in my new portrait and got ready to start my next game. The next game also went well, played with a pretty friendly Abathur, and that just made the game even more special. Thanks my guy. Third game didn't go so well at all. Met a very toxic thrall who was shitting on new players. I gave him the report he deserved and ended my day. Day 5. Officially halfway done with this challenge. And my glasses won't stop being foggy. Great. On this day I got the versus AI quest, so the same thing happened like the rest. Day 16. The game got patched as a balanced update, though nothing changed for Abathur, so no need to worry about that. First game was pretty bad, ended with everyone arguing, though I did witness a Stitches waste gorge on an Abba clone. That was pretty funny. Second game was the same, just bad. Day 17. Ironically, I've been losing track of my time. I know what number day of the challenge it is, just don't know what weekday it is. First game went really well, had some fun comboing with an Illidan and met a Lily who shared too much information. Second game went good as well, was able to convince my team to get boss and I was able to steal 2 altars. Nice. Day 18. I noticed I haven't gotten the 2 quests to play 8 games and win 3 games. So those are probably given out once the game no longer sees you as a new player. Now it seems like your player level classifies you as a new player since new players can't play ranked until their profile's level 50. So theoretically once I get my profile to level 50 I'll begin those quests, right? I don't know, I highly doubt I'll be able to get Abathur to level 50, but just a thought. First game went smoothly and I saw what was probably the weirdest butcher I've ever seen. You do you, buddy. I also leveled up Abathur to 11 and since my profile got to level 10, I got a free 7-day boost. Nice! But of course, no Abathur items in the chest. Sad. Second game also went good. Took me over until the 6-minute mark that I realized it was a Stitches mirror match. Cool. Third game didn't go as great as the others. Couldn't really do anything to the enemy team's health. Oh well. Got the versus AI quest, so I just started off the day by doing that. After those I started playing in quick match, though only one. But it went good. Day 20. Don't really have anything to say about this day. After the first game I got Abathur to level 12, and of course the loot chest did not contain any items for him. Second game was a little tough, but I was able to steal the last 2 altars. That was pretty cool. Third game was also fun thanks to comboing with an auto attack quest Artanis. Day 21. I got the play 8 games quest for the first time. I'm just going to assume that I will also begin the win 3 games one too. If I don't, then I'm going to be very confused. Sadly, I was only able to play 2 games since I had some problems come up mid-second game. Day 22. Fun fact about the leveling system for the heroes in game. With every level, the base level being 1 for all of them, the experience amount for leveling up increases, but it stops increasing at level 12. So it'd take the same amount of experience to get to level 13 to 14 and level 998 to 999. For the first game, I will admit I wasn't fully there, which is probably why we lost. Oops. Next game, we had a raider who started to throw after the first objective, but I witnessed the enemy Zagaro ult my clone twice. That was funny. After that next game, I got Abathur to level 13 and still no items for him in the chest. Nothing really to say about the last games though. Day 23. I'll admit it, I had to take a break from the challenge due to health problems, but it's not like you guys are gonna notice thanks to the amazing power of editing. Yay. First game didn't go so well. Second game was pretty good, went a full support build, that was pretty fun. Last game was a loss, but I had fun comboing with an Eladin, so I guess it wasn't that bad. Day 24, first game was a shitty mirror match, but I was able to get MVP instead of the enemy Abathur. That felt pretty good. Last game was also shitty. Day 25, a little fun fact about me is I absolutely hate the feeling that I can't do anything. Which a lot of these games are giving me the feeling. Tough, but at least it's almost over. Just like the games from yesterday, first game was shit, but I was able to kill Butcher with a mine. That was pretty funny. Second game, I finally won a game after a 4-game lose streak. Last game went nice, met some teammates who only talked in caps locked. Did die though, but I did deserve it considering I wasn't paying attention to the map. I also got Abathur to level 14 and still no items for him in the chest. But I did get my first duplicate, which became my first 5 shards. Day 26. Today I got my least favorite quest in the entire game. Win 3 games. Just great. Just as expected, lost the first game. Second game I was lucky enough to get an amazing Eladin on my team. And like with most games like this, I had a lot of fun. Last game also went well, which is nice. Day 27. Since Abathur is considered a slug, would that make him weak to salt? This is the type of thoughts I only have after doing almost all of this. Just like all my other online multiplayer games on this day, my 2 games are absolute shit. Day 28. I got the same quest I got yesterday, play 2 games as a StarCraft hero. Yes, that is all I came up with on this day. As expected, going up against a team of Butcher, Gazlo, Asmodean, and Deathwing, it was a loss. With the second game, our healer left right before the first objective and no one besides Orphea dealt with Asmodean, and even then, we lost. Did I mention that I still have the win 3 games quest? Day 29. All I could really think about is how I'm going to make the thumbnail for this video. Despite the fact that I make the thumbnails after I completely edit the video. First game was a loss, but with the second, I was finally able to win. After a 5-match lose streak. Yay. Day 30. I got the win 3 games quest back. What the fuck? Surprisingly, for the first game we won. Did not expect that. The team was great, just that I have terrible luck with the win quests. And to make it even better, I finally got Abathur to level 15, and that means he is now mastered. With this, I got a nice gold ring on his experience bar, a mastery taunt, and his master portrait that I do not like. So I won't be changing it. Lastly, all I got from the loot chest was just a fat ass's voice line. Day 31. The last day. I decided to play Abathur all day, just to somehow make it more special. I started the day by getting the level 15 mastery ring for the slug man to flex on everybody, since I have enough gold to. The first of the noble games on this day was that we had an amazing team, but with a throwing Nazeebo who kept going into the enemy's base and killing himself. Somehow we still had a level lead. Another noble game was the one that was probably the worst ever Towers of Doom game I ever played. I finished the day with playing with my friend and gained Abathur to level 16. And all I got from the loot chest was my least favorite skin in the entire game. Thanks RNG. And then, the challenge ended. It is now over. This was somehow what I expected and not at the same time. After all of this, I played 100 games, earned around 12 million and a half of experience, 17,000 and a quarter of gold. I had 9 deaths, 64% win rate, and 15 loot chests with only 1 item for Abathur himself. And lastly, I was able to get him to level 16. There were fun games and rarely painful ones. In the end, I liked playing Abathur a little bit more, but I would still only play him time to time, not as often as my favorite heroes. Thank you all for watching this video. This is probably the most effort I put into any of my videos I've made. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Or not, if you don't want to. Just you viewing this is enough for me. And yes, I will try to make more videos like this with the other heroes in the game. And if you want to, try and leave something funny and appropriate in the comments, and I might make the best one my gamer tag for the next video like this. Again, thank you all for watching if you made it this far, and have a wonderful day/night.